Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the European Multinational Security Protocol. This is a message for the European Parliament and the enforcers. You know, there is an entity called Justitia European Union, and Justitia European Union is the head, and the politicians, it's called the political class, are the voting system. And then you have the enforcers who just enforce. It's like you have the commanding force and then you have the executive force. So in the European destiny, Justitia European Union says, there we gotta go. And Justitia European Union manifests itself in the European Parliament. Its energy falls upon the Euro-parliamentarians, right? And you have different European nations. So every European nation has a different account. Some European nations are a blessing to the European destiny, and some European nations are a cursing to the destiny of Europe. So this European organism, justice, Lady Justitia, the justice organism, draws out of the populations of Europe political bloodlines who can then press the button where to vote, and then the rest of Europe just follows the orders, like the police and the court. You know what I'm saying? This is how the system works. Okay, so these European Parliament members are voting these ideological things. So when I look at the European Parliament, I see hysteria, I see madness, I see people who need some care. You know, people who need I don't know, it's like people are frustrated. I get it in social life, right? On every layer of social life, I get it. Not just poor people, not just mid people, also up people. Everyone is frustrated. I get it. So if you're an elite politician in Europe, I get it. You're frustrated as well. You have your own issues. Everyone got his own issues. I get it. Billionaires have issues as well. I know. So you can be subjective. You can be. You can have mental illness. Look at Donald Trump, for example. He doesn't know you got a fucking mental illness. He doesn't know that. So people can have mental issues without knowing it. That's just the way how things go. And when you're really powerful and strong, you can, like me, evade the fucking law, for example, and play mafia. But the point is, if you are a commander, you can command sickness. A European Union political elite is commanding complete fucking mental fucking sickness. Completely, this is a deranged. America and China are not even involved in European Union. European Parliament is so unbelievably fucking deranged. Everyone is excommunicating you. Destiny humanity has said to European Union, farewell. You guys are out of your mind, right? So if any other person would talk like me, you would send the anti-terrorist police forces, or I don't know how you call that, but some kind of a special force that go to the house and destroy that person's life for criticizing. It's a dictatorial stuff. It's a dictatorship. It's complete out of the world, right? So now comes the core issue of European Union. Why am I coming on the line to talk with you about this issue? Am I old enough? Am I rich enough? Am I experienced enough? Blah, blah, blah. There are so many things you could do to shoot the messenger, right? So when I talk with people around me, for example, Jehovah's Witnesses, cultists, these are old men, old women, sometimes grandmas. So I am prophet of God, okay? So when I'm standing in front of an old fucking grandma who is so deep into whatever she's wrong with her, and she's in a sect like Jehovah's Witnesses, and I'm starting to talk like this. Hey, you know, the Jehovah's Witnesses said in 1975 the world would end. And then they said in 1978 it would end. And then it was 1993. Damn! The Bible says, run away from fucking false prophets. If you had any capacity of critical thinking, after 25 fucking false prophecies, you should have come to that fucking point to see that you're bringing shame upon yourself, standing in fucking public life, trying to get the people into a fucking sect, and nobody's even fucking interested in this shit. You're wasting your time. Can you talk to a granny like that? You think that granny will listen to me? No, that granny will go like this. Let me teach that little boy something. That little boy is half my age, and call the police. Oh my God, this guy harassed me. This guy called himself prophet. He's fucking crazy. He's a fucking narcissist. Come here, police. And then the police, you know, it's like, oh my God, look at this religious shit. Okay, let's crack down on that religious shit, because the European Parliament said, if you're religious, you're anti-homosexuality, and we need to uproot that homophobia and that Islamophobia and this phobia and all that phobia. We need to uproot that misogyny. We need to uproot all this patriarchal nonsense shit. So the one domino follow upon the other domino, and all of a sudden, the truth is persecuted because of the tone, because of the age, because of how I self-associate or whatever. It's like the truth. It's a political shooting machine here in Europe. Everyone is in a political game. There's no justice. All right. So there is an organism called Justitia European Union, and we have to focus on that now. This is a focal point. The European Union as organism, the state, the European state, has an effect upon the destiny of humanity. The destiny of Europe has caused things to the world. That's called a federation. The European Federation has caused positive and negative things on the earth. The more negative things you cause to the destiny of the earth, the more the justice entity mutates. So when you go around in the world, like United States of America, and you coerce Africa into persecuting biblical preaching, in Africa, these poor people have been colonized by the white man, robbed and stealing. These motherfuckers went into Africa, stole for fucking generations. And now they're fucking broken and enslaved in their head, slave mentality. And then America comes and says, if you do not stop persecuting homosexuality, if you do not say that homosexuality is a sin, we ain't gonna give you a fucking cent. So you're gonna coerce the poorest people of the world to put your ideology. And I'm not hammering on the ideological issue. I'm hammering on, do you see how Justitia United States is a terrorist organization, a weapon of death? Don't you see that that's the underworld? It's murder. That's a murderous empire. Doesn't give a fuck about its own people. That's the United States of America. In the United States of America, they will shoot you if you defy the police. It's murder. All right? The United States, the system of the United States, coup d'état, war crimes, coup d'état, war crimes, is a fucking monster. The United States of America is monstering the world. So their justice entity mutated in a fucking satanic death entity. So you don't have any justice in the United States. America doesn't deserve justice. So let's come back to Europe. Europe doesn't coerce nations like that. So Europe waits until the majority of the people say, "Now we don't want to persecute homosexuality. We don't want to do that." So the Europeans don't want the Bible. They don't want the church. They don't want to have anything to do with it. But they're not going to coerce the shit. So the justice entity is not so destructive. European destiny is not so destructive upon the earth as the American destiny. So here, Justitia European Union only misleads you in European Parliament. Okay, that was the education on the justice entity. If your civilization is damning upon the world, the karma go into the justice entity and it will start misleading you. So here comes the core of the issue. While you are making these laws in the European Parliament, these enforcers are forced to follow the commands because it's a hierarchy system. So Justitia European Union has misled you to the point whereby all your generational blessings are over. You all spiritually died. European Union is a spiritually dead entity. Therefore, God does not support you and God does not accept you. This means you're pulling a gun without the divine right to pull that gun. You're wearing a badge, but you don't have a right to wear the badge. You have a badge, but God doesn't approve of your badge. So here comes the core of the issue. The people of Europe who built European Union have a systemic credit to the European system. So people that have a centralist role in the European destiny, the parliamentarians, their bloodlines have done things to the European destiny to bring it where it is. And the ordinary people that are playing side games, they're just coming in here and going out, coming in, coming out. They're not having a deeper rooted birthright in the European destiny. They haven't invested in the system like that. So it's a generational system, right? So the destiny of European Union is commanded by the European Justitia ghost, and that's the head, and all the elite Europeans are the bodies. So when the head says we're going to persecute anti-homosexuality, we're going to persecute church, we're going to persecute whatever, the stuff you're all persecuting, the other bodies of Justitia Europe, like the Jehovah's Witnesses, the Scientology, the German church, the Catholic church, the police, these figures that dominate the European landscape. What more do we have? We have all kinds of stuff. The mosque, the temples stuff, all kinds of stuff. There are people who are consuming, and there are people that are producing. The parliament, the courts, these are all organisms of Justitia European Union who are not sovereign. They have to follow the law, and the law is made in the European Parliament. So when European Justitia has misled the church, misled the sects, misled the Islam temples, misled everyone, it misled the police, it misled the court, it just made everyone destroy the systemic and karmic credit scores. You all depleted this justice entity because of the sins of Europe upon the world. Do you all hear me? Am I still arriving, you know? Have you already looked for something to shoot the messenger? The negativity that Europe caused to the world is mirrored back at Justitia, who is using the organism to lead the European Union on every fucking level. As you have self-depleted to a point. And now you're going to make these new laws that are even crazier than the ones that you made before. But you don't have any blessings left. Do you know what that's going to do to you? That's the warning. Now comes the warning. You know what this is going to do to you? When I go out there and I start my humiliation ritual on these Jehovah's Witnesses, in their psychology, they see a young man, narcissistic, blah, 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 this boomer mentality. The way how the boomer just wants to be respected for the age. Oh, I'm older, you should respect me. These old people have destroyed this empire, but they demand respect. Everyone has his own customs, their own little belief system, their own delusion. Everyone is in the own reality. Everyone is in the own fucking victim mentality. Okay? So everyone, if I walk up to an ambassador of Justitia European Union, like that Jehovah's Witnesses, and I quote unquote do my truth humiliation ritual, if that Jehovah's Witness point one finger at me, the systemic mind of the West will come down and crush that family life, crush that professional life, crush that life. Curses and cancellations, misfortune, bad luck, inner division, betrayals, everything. The karmic mirror, the systemic mind of the West will come down upon that individual. And this is not a personal power. I'm not talking about personal power. It's not that I am summoning a fucking personal power when I'm dealing with someone in front of me. No. When Justitia European Union wants to maintain the hierarchy of European destiny, the way how it has been, then it needs to enforce the law. So when I'm violating against that law by insulting an older person who is a Jehovah's Witness in name of the truth, then the law system will trigger and the ambassador of the law will come. And when the ambassador of the law brings that corruption, the systemic mind will instantly hit that person with the karmic mirror, which will have cancellations, just like Friedrich Merz. He goes somewhere and 800 people are saying, get rid of him. The cancellations, the systemic mind brings the cancellations, brings the inner divisions, brings betrayals. I literally just have to walk up to one of these spiritually dead European Union system. Your whole system is spiritually dead. I just have to walk up to you and I just have to do this. I just have to do this. And you only have to make one scratch, and that systemic mind will come down, will destroy your family, will destroy your life, will destroy your job, will cancel you. Because you don't have any credit. You don't have any right to pull that gun. You don't have any right to that badge, because you are corrupt. You have destroyed the world. You are destroying the world. Maybe not as bad as America, but you are genocidal and you are manipulative. You might not use the sword to bring your homosexuality sin into the world, but you are misleading people. And now you have been misled. Now you don't have any energy. Literally, whether it's Pope of Rome or a stupid Joho in the sectarian around the corner, they just have to point their finger, instant karma will come and put you right back where you belong. This Justitia European Union entity is dead. This is not safe. You are not safe in European Union. You are not safe. Any fucking wrong move you make will have instant justice coming at you from the fucking universe itself. I'm telling you the truth. You will see every single day. You will see that judicial entity of yours, that Justitia European Union, is going to stop you all from destroying yourself, because you can't afford any of that fucking bullshit that you are instituting in that European Parliament. You're done, European Union. You are finished.